welcome to Been There, Watch That. We are on episode number 40 with Throw Mama from a Train. 1987, this one came from our list of fan-submitted recommended movies, and we encourage other people, anybody that has an idea for something that we have not reviewed and you want to hear our take on it, check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube at BTWT Pod. Also, BeenThereWatchThat.com for past reviews. Took a little break and we're back.
Yeah, had a week off, but we're back now, and man, what a good way to come back, in my opinion. An old, older '80s movie, which I'm a huge fan of.
First time watcher here. a lot of these older ones. Usually, I'm the guy that hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Joe, did you?
This was the first time viewing for me as well.
Yeah, I saw this a long time ago, and it's tricky because Billy Crystal was pretty popular in the '80s, and then kind of went away. And
maybe the past episode we're kind of trying to rack our brains like, have we seen a whole lot of Billy Crystal movies? We're trying
Billy Crystal, yeah.
But I thought he was good in this one.
Yes, very very entertaining.
Convincing, played it well.
Yeah, you want to give us a rundown, Joe?
Sure can. Larry, an author with a cruel ex-wife, Margaret, teaches a writing workshop where Owen, one of his students, is fed up with his domineering mother. When Owen watches a Hitchcock classic that seems to mirror his own life, he decides to put the movie's plot into action and offers to kill Margaret if Larry promises to murder his mom. Before Larry gets a chance to react to the plan, it seems that Owen has already sealed Margaret's fate. So, for the casting call, we have Danny DeVito. He plays Owen. And Mr. DeVito is known for Matilda, Batman Returns, and Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Billy Crystal plays Larry Donner, and he's known for The Princess Bride, which you can go back and watch on our archives. City Slickers, When Harry Met Sally, and Analyze This. Anne Ramsey plays Mama, and she also starred in The Goonies, Scrooged, and Any Which Way You Can. Kate Mulgrew plays Margaret, and she's known for Orange is the New Black, Star Trek Voyager, and Star Trek Nemesis. Rob Reiner plays Joel, and he's was known for the Princess Bride, which you can again hear in our archives, All in the Family, and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's in Wolf of Wall Street. Hey, I thought he did a good job.
Yes, he did
in this movie.
Yes,
he was believable.
Yes,
kind of cutthroat guy, manager, or I don't know what you call him there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
manager.
Yeah, I think so.
Or
yeah.
Agent. There you go. Yeah.
And Bruce Kirby plays Detective Benedito, and he's known for the Muppet Movie and Stand By Me.
Ranford Morales. Yeah, played Lester. I thought he did a good job too.
Yes,
he was funny in it.
Yes.
Come on in.
Ray Burke played Pinsky, and Ray's known for the Naked Gun movies and Doc Hollywood. And last but not least, Olivia Brown plays Ms. Gladstone, and she's known for 48 Hours, Miami Vice, and Designing Women.
Yeah, you left Oprah Winfrey off the list, which she kind of played herself.
Right, she played herself, and the only thing she's known for is her shows. So.
Yeah, I saw her on the list of cast characters, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
She did make a little appearance there.
Yeah.
Interviewing his ex-wife, who he just cannot contain his hate for, Billy Crystal.
Yeah. Interesting movie across the board. Really good fan submission. So if you're out there listening, you got some good movies throw our way, please do, because it makes it interesting the more fan interaction we have. So
yes.
Always a huge bonus to have a good list to pull from and so forth. So, but yeah. So what'd you guys think overall? Throw Mama from the Train. It's kind of crazy. That's the title, but there's only one point about the train.
Yeah.
In literal sense, literal sense. But so what do y'all think?
I thought odd. In a good way, though. Entertaining, but odd. And definitely dark at times. And strange.
And kind of a wild ride because you just, for a comedy, it's not your typical comedy.
Yeah. There's a lot of hidden agendas in here.
Yes. And
a lot of little Easter eggs. Like, I don't know, did you guys relate that it was based off of, not based off of, but kind of tied to like a Hitchcock film, which might be before your all's time.
I started to pick up on that a little bit.
It's kind of before my time, but I do know some Hitchcock movies.
Well, I did read that on the synopsis before I started watching it.
Yep.
Because it said it was kind of this was kind of a spoof of a
Yeah.
Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
And then
Two strangers on a train.
Yeah, and then turns out that Danny DeVito
for the Hitchcock movie to be part of the plot too. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny
Yeah.
DeVito
They threw that in there.
Yeah.
to the movies by himself basically, and he thinks mistakenly that Billy Crystal's character is trying to give him a secret message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go watch Alfred Hitchcock, why don't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
He goes and watches this movie, and like the characters on screen are saying, if you eliminate the motive, then
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, they're mirroring what Larry had said to him, and then it's like crisscross.
Crisscross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting stuff.
The two people could commit murders for each other, like
Two strangers.
You kill somebody that I need killed, and I'll kill somebody, and then the police wouldn't be able to figure it out because they're like, well, there's no motive here. But
No motive, no link.
if you have an alibi, I'm like, oh, well, I was over at the
Bowling alley.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny that we're sitting here talking about the Hitchcock movie because there was a lot of work to make that Hitchcock clip happen.
Yes. Yeah, they had to go back and forth between the studios, and big fiasco.
Yeah. Orion needed to approach Warner Brothers about getting permission to use the reference of strangers on a train. But Warner wasn't keen to cooperate, so Warner realized that Orion still owned the rights to a movie called Arthur, which was released in 1981. So they traded the Alfred Hitchcock classic for an Arthur sequel, Arthur 2 on the Rocks, which was released in 1988, which Arthur 2 turned out to be a complete disaster at the box office, whereas Throw Mama from a Train was the 13th most successful movie of 1987.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Wow,
when he
really?
said Arthur
Yeah.
too, I thought that sounds like a flop to me.
Yeah. So Orion Films came out pretty good on that one.
Just looking at the movie poster, it's kind of funny because after seeing the movie and knowing all the craziness that goes on, it's just Billy Crystal sitting on some train tracks, and Danny DeVito's kind of asking him to do something, and he's got his hand on his head. Just you couldn't tell from the poster that it's going to be this craziness of
Yeah, this wild ride of because the movie poster.
It's just Danny and him sitting.
Yeah, it's complete mind-boggling on how a simple concept, because the movie poster and the title movie of the movie is, and once you start watching it, it's way more in a deeper
As soon as
movie
you see
than
the
what you
title,
wrote.
though, you're like, this is something funny going on here with this movie.
Yeah,
Who would name
you think more than just 5-minute clip of a train would be involved.
Who would,
Yeah.
Who would name a movie "Throw Mama from the Train"? Yeah, it's,
And you would think, and just from the sound of it, sounded like it'd be like a mobster movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Never would you think it was a comedy starring Billy Crystal and Danny DeVito.
I had no idea what I was getting into with this one.
Is there?
Dave guided the way a little bit. He saw that on the. We spun the wheel a couple times and it came up
Yeah.
as one of the options from the fan list.
Yeah.
I like Danny DeVito though. I mean, I like him in Always Sunny. And I haven't seen him in a whole lot of stuff, but he's always good.
He fits a certain character. Have you guys ever seen Romancing the Stone?
No.
Okay, that's probably one of the earliest ones I remember him kind of being in, but
I'd say the earliest one I remember
could be wrong completely. I'm not positive.
was when he was in Twins.
Yeah, Twins was after that. So Romancing the Stone was pretty interesting. But yeah, it's funny how a character you would not look at Danny DeVito necessarily and say that guy is going to be an outstanding actor. And then just because he's short, he's a little round, he talks funny, but man, he and Joe Pesci have really, just found roles that they made work.
Oh, Joe Pesci has made a lot of appearances in our house the last week or so. Sadie, I've shown Sadie the Home Alone movies, and Joe Pesci's one of the funniest guys around right now.
Oh yeah, Home Alone. He's been in a
Yes.
lot of stuff, and then just the way they've expanded their acting. Joe Pesci impressed me in Casino. Just a vicious little mob guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
And-
he was in that newer one, the Netflix one, Scorsese film. I'll look it up. You guys
I was gonna say you better know the name because I don't know that.
But in Joe Pesci, he's known for Casino and a lot of these monster
Mhm.
movies, and mobster movies.
The Irishman, sorry.
The Irishman.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool. Yeah, I went there.
And then he does a family flick like Home Alone.
Yeah,
and completely
Switches.
Changes
Yeah, 180
gears.
degree different. Yeah.
yes.
So they could consider, and Joe, I know you like to ask role reversal.
Oh, would you
Let's-
rather?
Yeah, let's do or if you would you rather. Let's do
Okay.
that because
Okay.
I'm anxious. I'm chomping at the bit.
Okay.
Was there
Yeah.
is there some background
Yeah,
info
there-
on
yeah.
who they were considering?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, throw it at me. I haven't seen any of this.
okay. So for the role of Larry Donner,
Yep.
what do you think of Bill Murray?
Plausible.
I'm a no.
Really?
Yeah, I'm definitely a no.
Okay, I have to ask both you guys why.
I think Bill Murray's too goofy for it because
Okay.
you had to like Billy Crystal pulled off the whole New York accent, nervous energy / fast talking, where Bill Murray's kind of not that.
Right.
You know, Bill Murray's goofy and slow kind of comedy, where
Yeah.
Billy Crystal kind of has that energy of, yeah, I'm a paranoid knucklehead, worrywart
Right.
type person. He had that energy and his anxiousness about him.
Yeah.
That I think he just hit out of the park
So
for the characters.
So Justin, why are you giving this one a maybe?
Dave swayed me. I agree.
Yeah.
Bill Murray's out. He just swayed me.
Okay, what about Tom Hanks?
Nope.
They're always trying to get him in
Yeah.
everything.
No,
Well,
I think the same reason. Although I think Tom Hanks might be a little closer, but I don't think Tom Hanks had the seriousness that Billy Crystal brought to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Tom Hanks in Castaway
Right.
and loved him in it. Loved him in it, but he was that guy. He was a thoughtful, caring guy. Where Billy Crystal is just kind of, I don't know. He nailed that anxious, paranoid.
Yeah.
Just where he's like, this is crazy.
Out for
This
his
is crazy. Yeah. He
Oh,
just,
Well, Tom. Yeah. Well, Tom Hanks. He was a big grab back then because that was when Bosom
Oh,
Buddies
yeah.
and Big and all
Yep.
that. I mean, he was
oh, don't get me wrong. Tom Hanks is
Yeah.
one of my favorites,
Oh,
and
me
he could
too.
play a lot of different things.
absolutely
I just, I think Billy Crystal was the right choice because he just talked fast. That's even like in Princess Bride. Billy Crystal was there because of his voice, I felt.
right.
Because they had him dressed up, you couldn't even recognize him.
Right.
But he kind of had that voice and, kind of almost nasally / I don't even know. But,
Yeah. Just even though you knew it was him,
Mhm.
even though you could see it wasn't him, he was still able to
Yeah.
bring his magic,
Charisma
his
to
charm.
it, yeah. So that's why I think he nailed this one. I think that's why he's perfect for it.
Okay. All right. So moving on to Owen, and
Yeah.
I've got a list of names here.
Oh, really?
Yes. First on the list, Robin Williams. Robin Williams and Billy Crystal.
Maybe.
I'm going to say maybe.
He's able to.
I'm having
don't
a
know.
hard one. I'm wanting to say no,
Yeah.
but
How come?
I'm wanting to say no because he has so much energy that I think he would kind of overdo it. But on the flip side of that coin, we watched what did we just watch? He starred in
Awakening?
Awakenings, where he's such a serious role. He has such a broad spectrum. It's hard to.
I kind of agree with you, though. He's not, like, Owen is a lackluster, very plain, can't think fast
Right.
type guy. Innocent. He's innocent.
Yes.
Where Robin Williams is ornery.
Right. And I don't get me wrong. I think it would have been great either way. But I think it would be a harder sell for Robin Williams because he's so over the top. And I'm not saying that in a degrading way.
No, I got you. I mean, he's a comedian.
Yes.
He is definitely a comedian. He's an on-stage
Yeah,
comedian,
it's
so
hard to
he has
picture
that.
Robin Williams in some of those scenes where he's like kind of trying to sneak around to kill Billy Crystal's ex-wife. But
Yeah. Like he would. Because
Danny DeVito pulls off the creepy.
Yeah, because
guy.
Yes.
even when the wife is on the couch with the gardener, and he pulls down the magazine, just, okay, I can't see that being anybody but Danny DeVito.
Yeah, because
It's just the facial expression and just his nonchalance. Okay, whatever. We'll look at this magazine. Okay, slide the magazine back.
where he's sneaking around, I could almost see Robin Williams kind of just doing a funny, sneak, trying to get an extra laugh in.
Yeah, it just seems like Robin's not quite creepy enough or believable as somebody that would actually go through with something like that.
Although, have you ever seen 1 Hour Photo?
Yes. Yeah.
That will change.
Yeah, that's the thing. He could totally surprise me.
Yes.
He probably could have pulled it
Yeah,
off.
1 Hour Photo is on my list. That one is a completely undervalued Robin Williams flick, in my opinion.
On your list?
Yes,
Future?
on my list. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I see that. I don't think he'd have been right for this role. I mean, Danny DeVito pulled it off. He's short, he's chubby,
Right.
lacking hair. He has that whole nativity about him where, unassuming, not.
Yeah, mama's boy.
Yeah, still isn't home with his mom.
Yeah.
Childish, coin collection type deal. Just super naive.
The
doesn't.
coins, yes.
Yeah.
This is a quarter.
Yeah. This also is a quarter, and this is a nickel. But you know what I mean? He has that innocence about him that I think Danny DeVito pulled off perfectly.
Right.
It'd be hard for me to see him replaced by anybody.
What about Joe Pesci?
Joe Pesci's too mean.
Because he would have already thrown Mama from the train.
Yeah.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Dudley Moore?
Too English.
Okay, here's one that this is going to draw up some discussion.
Yeah.
John Candy.
Nah, too
That's
big.
crazy.
Yeah, too
that
big.
doesn't make any sense. I can't see that.
I mean, John Candy's got a good disposition for this, but nah, he
Nope.
doesn't fit the physical profile. I
Okay.
mean,
The body type.
I can't help but think that because Danny DeVito is so short
That made it more
and
convincing.
so round, it's just like, yep, that's our guy.
Because I think acting ability, I think John Candy could pull it
Yeah,
off. But I'm with
yeah,
you guys. I
yeah.
think it's the physical stature that
Yeah.
kills it for
Oh yeah,
John
6'4" son that can't kill his mom is kind of
Candy. Yeah.
And that would be bullied around by his
yeah.
mom, too. It's hard to picture John Candy doing.
Right.
Easy to picture Danny.
Yeah, he fit the
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
Nothing against him because he plays a lot of magnificent roles, but this one, he played it up. He's good.
Okay, what about Bob Hoskins?
I don't know who that is, but
He was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Super Mario Brothers movie.
okay. No, maybe, but
Maybe.
probably. I mean, I don't know. I'm sold on Danny DeVito for this role.
Okay, Christopher Lloyd.
No way. Again, stature. He's tall.
And here's I already know the answer to this one. John Goodman.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
Same thing. Tall.
It's stature.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to have a short person for this role.
Now this one, I don't understand how he ended up in this category. I could buy him into the other category, but not this one. Michael Keaton.
Oh, definitely not.
I could almost see him in the Larry role.
Yeah, he
though.
could do Larry.
Yeah, but I don't see how he got on the list for Owen.
Yeah.
And
That's a good point, though. You just reminded me of a good Michael Keaton movie.
okay, then I won't stop talking long enough for you to write it down because we had this discussion before the show where you remember something and then by the time you get someplace to write it down, you forget.
Yeah, no. Usually when I'm driving, I'm like, man, that'd be a great movie. And then an hour later after I'm driving to somewhere, I forget what it was.
Now this one I could almost buy into, so I'm anxious to see where you guys land on this one. John Lithgow. And I know you guys have.
Nah, I'm still gonna
Oh
say
no, that wasn't who I was thinking it was. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
No, he couldn't pull that one off. I was thinking of. He was on Saturday Night Live. He was in.
John Belushi?
No, not John Belushi. Oh, I'm trying to think what he.
I
was.
never watched Saturday Night Live, so I don't know.
I don't remember his name, but
Anyway.
Yeah, John Lithgow. No, the stature. He's tall.
Yeah. Is there any supporting characters that you guys felt like were a little shallow? I'm going back. I gotta go back to the cast here.
Okay.
Quick question: With Danny DeVito directing this, I mean,
He directed it?
is there any way he would have cast someone else, or did he already have himself locked in for that role? I mean,
I don't know.
wonder if he's directing it and thinking I'll be, the side character, or if he was open to bringing someone else in and just being the director, and not even being in the movie. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I did not
that is a
realize
good
he
question.
was the director.
Now I do have to say, Anne Ramsey's portrayal of Mama.
Oh gosh, yeah, perfect,
Perfect.
Yeah.
perfect.
I could.
She got nominated for a couple of Best Supporting, like a Academy Award, Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah,
well deserved. I mean,
It's kind of crazy though, because a movie like this, a dark comedy,
Yeah.
to be nominated like that. I mean, that's
Well,
awesome.
she played it off, and I hate to say it. I mean, but she had the right look. Old, ugly, mean lady.
Yeah.
And then she had throat cancer during this.
Yes.
And so that helped her voice be gravelly and gave her a little bit of a speech impediment where she was having, issues with her health. But I thought that played right into it. I mean, just, man, she was the old hag that just, was mean.
Would call Danny DeVito Tubby and all sorts.
Yeah.
Fatso, get me a.
Yeah.
Get my tea.
Yeah.
So any poignant scenes for you? Anything that just stands out that is now your throw mama from the train? If somebody mentioned it, this is what you see in your head.
Well, I think I might have texted you guys, or maybe just Dave, over a Thanksgiving break. It happened to be playing on TV.
Really?
And I was just at the part where he's hiding in the pantry, and Danny DeVito, was like, "Officer, maybe you could give me some tea or whatever."
Yeah.
It's like messing with him psychologically, which. Just jumping into the middle of the movie, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
But then watching it back through again, that scene was more entertaining and definitely had me on edge a little bit with him messing with him like that. that he's a wanted man. He's hiding. Billy Crystal's hiding in the closet in the police or
pantry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, what about you?
The first scene that pops into my head is when
the gardener.
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough. How dumb was that? Rough. I was like, why?
I was going to go to the scene where Mama meets Billy Crystal, and Danny's trying to pass on. This is cousin so and so.
Yeah.
We don't have a cousin so and so. And he just takes her fan. Oh, that's right. Wait.
Yeah, you lied to me. Well, so mine follows right after that. I have two actually.
Okay.
But mine follows right after that, where she's like, "Throw him outside in the trash before he starts to stink." Turns around, walks away. And then the
He's
second
at the
one,
bottom of the stairs, unconscious.
yeah. And then the other one's when they're on the train, and she's like, "The night was sultry," and he just like, yeah, I'm killing her. Just the way she threw it out. The night was sultry.
Yeah, throughout the whole movie, he could not even.
Yeah, the night was humid. The night was moist.
Start his book that he's like trying to. He just can't even get through the first sentence. He's got writer's block so bad. But he's comparing himself to all these like great authors that, the opening lines of books are very memorable, and he just the night was warm. No.
Yeah.
Wet. Moist.
Yeah.
The night was moist. Yes.
Here's what I cannot wrap my head around. Did you guys realize that Anne Ramsey is only has 10 minutes of screen time in the entire film?
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
There's the whole train. There's the house. She's sleeping.
Does that include her like yelling from off screen somewhere?
I'm assuming screen time is when you actually
It seems
see
like
her.
she's in every
I know
every clip.
Yeah, but if you think about it, when she's screaming in the house, if you think about it, it's only a few seconds here and there when you see her actually
Yeah,
screaming.
but I mean the horn thing.
I know.
The horn in her ears.
I was like, she's great. She was in the whole movie, and it's like, no, she was actually just.
How about sleeping with her eyes open? How freaky was that?
Yeah.
Mrs. Lift. I just got to tell you, Mrs. Lift. Mrs. Lift. Then she snores, and he's like, all right then.
Yeah, I thought I could throw one more poignant scene in there when he thinks Billy Crystal's, was it Larry?
Yeah, Larry.
Thinks Owen stole his whole book idea.
At the very end,
it's a child's, like pop-up book.
Yeah, book about us.
That was pretty good. Like whoever made that pop-up book, that was impressive.
That was a nice book.
Yes.
I liked it a lot.
It kind of recounts the story of how they met and stuff.
And I liked it where Owen sits there and says, "Look, you move this." Yeah. Hi, Larry. You could tell he enjoyed it. I thought that's why Danny DeVito pulled that off so well.
Yes.
Yeah. Cannot imagine anybody else. What about supporting characters? You brought that up.
I like Lester, man. I thought Lester was funny.
The ex-wife was not my favorite, but that's. how it was supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
supposed to be that.
Yeah, I
wicked
was gonna say
witch.
I could almost see the ex-wife, just about anybody in that role. I mean, it's not a.
I thought his class was good. It had a good mixture. You know, you had the little pompous lady that was so
Yeah.
proud of herself, and then you had the guy,
The
just,
writing class.
100 people, I want a pork, you know.
Yeah.
And he was serious about it. Like, he wasn't ashamed. So
No.
he wasn't abashed by it. He was just like, that's what I want to do, you know.
I guess they dubbed that over to avoid an
Yeah,
R rating.
they were supposed to
There's
be
going to be another word in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they was gonna
It's
drop some
going to
four-letter
be make it R, so they made it PG by pork. I
Yeah.
liked it though when he met Beth. They all met
Yeah.
Beth, and the girlfriend's like, "How do you spell your name?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't even."
That was good.
You just fell inside the 100.
Yeah, he's making volume 2.
Yeah. I like at the end it did become a coffee book table
Yeah,
or a coffee
table book.
book. There you
Yeah.
go. That's I
Yeah,
thought
that
that was
was-
crazy. Did you guys watch it that far? Did you see the credits like that? At the very end, they showed that his book became
think
a
so.
coffee
I don't
book
think
table.
so.
Yeah, coffee table book.
Yeah, I think I may
Yeah,
have.
you had to get to there.
Yeah.
Well, I was genuinely surprised by the twist
Yes.
Which twist?
that Danny DeVito's character Owen never actually
Yeah,
went through with
didn't
the murder.
go through it with it. He's
The
like,
whole
yeah,
time.
it took care of itself.
Yeah, Larry's ex-wife is all over the news, like this
Yep.
famous writer, and he's mad because she's famous because supposedly she stole his book and got famous through it. But
Famous
yeah,
and
she's
rich.
all over the news that she is presumed dead and all
Mhm.
this stuff. And I thought, well, she's dead, but at the
No.
very end, there's a twist that she pops back up again.
Yeah, fell off the boat on her own accord and saved by a fisherman who she fell madly in love with. Yeah. I don't know. It's funny. I liked Rob Reiner as Joel,
Mm-hmm.
as his agent. I thought he was pretty funny. You know, did the old Hollywood cut and dried. Oh, hey, you're fired, but you know, take this plant with you.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Yeah, just this little silly in
Yeah, he's
between.
basically like,
And I really like
I
Lester.
represent writers who write stuff,
Yeah.
not just people that sit around thinking about making a book.
Yeah, and I liked Lester. I thought he did a good job, and I liked the lady. You know, when he burst into his apartment, she's like, "Hey, let me help you. You know, yeah, you can do this flight. We got the time here. No, that'd work."
Yeah.
And he's just oblivious. They're trying to have private time.
Yeah.
You know. So funny stuff. Was there any? Did you see the movie unfold? Like even at the end when it was, you know, I'm gonna go throw her off the train. Did you guys think he was still gonna go through with it, or did you think that it would end up being, you know, like when Danny DeVito is like, "Ah, Mama's dead," you know, he's like, "Did you think when that moment happened that he actually went through with it, or did you see that coming?"
No, because that was after the twist that his ex-wife was still alive, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, yeah, I kind of
Knew
at that point I knew nobody was gonna get murdered.
nobody's gonna get murdered. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was a funny thing to ask him, like, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No joke.
Now, originally, Owen was supposed to reveal to Larry that Mama died from choking on a salted nut, but they changed.
Really?
Yes.
Because she was complaining about it
Yeah.
in the
He's
movie.
trying to kill me.
Yeah.
He's giving me the unsalted peanuts or something.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to choke me to death.
And the tunnel where for the train scene,
Yeah.
that is a very famous tunnel. That is the same tunnel that was in Back to the Future and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Really?
Yes.
I could see that. Back
Well-
to the Future. Yeah, I remember it in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So is that a prop or is that a real tunnel?
That's a real tunnel. It was filmed at the Observatory Tunnel at Griffith Park in Los Angeles.
Nice. That's pretty cool. 'Cause I remember that Back to the Future. Yeah, it said Danny DeVito was sick throughout filming too. He had flu-like symptoms that he said needed cigarettes and chocolate to get through.
What a combination.
Yeah.
And did you see his nod to his work on the TV show Taxi?
Yeah, yeah. He was riding around the cabin in Hawaii.
Yeah, when he popped up in the Sunset Cab.
For me, a little bit of a miss was where he kept calling him back, but he'd be in like totally different.
Yeah, like he's 2 minutes later and he's 30 miles
40
away
miles
on a
away,
different
yeah.
part of the island. Yeah, that
It
was.
was a little bit of a gag that I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought I missed the mark a little bit because it dipped into just total fantasy, basically.
Well, what got me was he was calling from all these different areas, but he was just saying, "Hey, did you kill her?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like he wasn't using code words or anything
No,
like that. It's
no.
like,
Just worried about them tracing him.
"Hey, genius, you know that they're tracing it back to the other guy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would just be literally a phone booth or what do they call it? Payphone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
payphone.
payphone. Yeah, we don't
It's
have
just
those
like
anymore.
stuck in the ground in the middle of the woods.
I know, in the
almost.
middle
Like,
somewhere,
made
yeah.
no sense.
On this island, there's just a payphone.
Yes, somebody took some liberties there with the comedy, and when it pushed it a little bit too far, I thought. But because the rest of the movie's more subdued, just kind of the humor and the craziness of the situation, nothing totally
Yeah.
over the top,
Yeah,
just
reacting to
the
everything.
exasperation Billy Crystal is going through by having to deal with this crazy student as he's on the little train, like that he and the girl are like making out on, and then Owen just pops up behind
Eating chips.
eating some chips or something. Yeah,
That was good.
it's like, Owen, you can't be following me around like this.
Just had a question.
So I didn't catch this, but it makes perfect sense. Throughout the movie, there are 4 scenes that foreshadow the ending occurring on a train. Did you guys catch them?
Oh, I know the
didn't
kid
think about it
train.
Till I just said it just now, and I'm like, wait, they're on the kid train.
Yeah, the kid train.
Okay.
He plays with a little toy train.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the only 2 I know.
Owen watches strangers on a train.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
And Larry and Beth are seen reading a children's book about a train in bed.
I did not remember that one.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. They did a good job on this movie with all the little foreshadowing and all the little Easter eggs and all
Yeah.
the little things. The little things that made it.
Twists and turns.
Yeah.
Now, this was an unexpected and unfortunately sad turn of events. The movie was set in 1987, the present day. At the end of the movie, Larry and Owen meet 1 year later in 1988, and of course, Larry asks how's Mama, and Owen replies dead. Sadly, Anne Ramsey did die in 1988, a year after the movie was released.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. That's freaky.
Yeah, that is. I mean,
Sad.
it's
Yeah.
sad, but kind of.
I wonder if she got her nomination before that.
I'm wanting to say she probably did, but
Probably
I don't
did,
know
yeah.
that for certain.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, bring a damper down to everything.
Yeah, I know. Interesting stuff.
You can't always trust these Rotten Tomatoes and people's ratings of stuff. I mean, you look at it, audience score 54% on this movie, which might make you think, well, if you didn't know anything about it, like Dave helped us out with this one because he had seen it, but
Yeah.
I mean, if I saw that rating, I'd say probably not a safe pick.
Yeah.
But can't always trust that.
Yeah.
So one more.
Pretty lackluster reviews from the internet, but I
Yeah,
thought it was
kind
better
of
than that.
underrated. Yeah.
Better than 50% for sure.
So, in the scene where Owen and Larry save Mama lift from the falling off the train, Anne Ramsey performed the stunt herself without the use of a stunt double.
Really?
Yes.
They were hanging her upside down. And all
That was all her.
That's crazy. Especially being sick.
Yeah, as sick as she was, yeah. And to do all that.
Oh, man,
So that just knocks my respect for this lady up a whole other level.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
I wonder if she was grumpy in real life.
I gotta think so.
A little bit. You gotta think a little bit. You don't get all those wrinkles from smiling your whole life.
I'm going to take it she's probably one of those hard-nosed, no-nonsense kind of ladies. You know, she could be as sweet as she want, but don't cross her.
Yeah.
I could completely see her in real life just be as nice as she can be, but if you cross her, you're done.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Yeah, I wonder. That's a good point. Interesting.
Any more cool factoids you guys came across? You guys usually have some nice behind the scenes.
That one kind of got covered everything, so you know.
Huh.
Danny DeVito whacking Billy Crystal in the head with a frying pan was shot 12 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of rough.
Fake frying pan, I assume.
Yeah, rubber. It was
hope
definitely
so.
rubber.
He swings
I
it
did
pretty
see
hard.
that because it said that it's rubber frying pan. You can see it bend.
Really?
Hmm.
But I gotta say that one was a hard catch. I mean, they shot that good enough that it wasn't an obvious. Oh yeah, that's a rubber.
Yeah,
skillet.
I would have never guessed that, but I just saw the factoid. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard how to spot a rubber frying pan in that quick of a motion.
Yeah,
So I didn't notice it at all.
right. Well, I mean, they could have shot it where it would have made it obvious, but they made it tight enough where it wasn't
Yeah,
easy to.
it was quick.
Yeah.
And the sound effects worked out well.
Right.
I don't know. Is there anything that you? I mean, I know Justin, you'd mentioned the calling from the different payphones quickly indicating it wasn't real. Is there anything else you guys caught that you just didn't like or didn't buy into? I kind of question the whole part where she's like, "You don't have a cousin Ira or whatever," and but he still stays there. But I mean, I don't know. Their family dynamic is really weird anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those I can almost just buy into that because it's weird anyway.
Mhm.
So that's not completely out of the realm of possibility. As
Yeah.
crazy as they are. Now, in a normal situation, yeah, that would be weird, but
Yeah, the car wreck scene was a little bit much, where they drove over a cliff for like an hour.
no, that one did take a little
But
while.
not bad.
Early on, when knowing nothing about the movie and it just kind of getting rolling, I thought Owen's character kind of like slowly creeping up to the ex-wife with his hands like that. I thought it drug out a little long, but not a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know
thought
how
they
he
were a little over the top with. He's like, oh.
how do you get the money to fly to Hawaii and all that stuff. But I mean, it's a movie, so
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even think of that. Because
Mama must have had money.
maybe Owen didn't seem to have a job. So I don't know. I mean, that's never stopped anybody. But I was just thinking at the time, I was like, to fly to Hawaii.
yeah, why did the brakes go out and they did that whole scene?
They didn't say just brakes are out.
Brakes just suddenly went out and they flew down the mountain for like 5 minutes. Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? You ready to rate it?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay. We've kind of exhausted all the possibilities. This movie's not super complicated. It does have some nice twists and turns.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a good, interesting mix of characters. Fairly simple, but I do like the throwbacks and the Easter eggs. So, kind of to sum it up, there you go. So, boys, what do you think? And if you're not familiar, Joe, you want to cover the rating system for people
Yeah.
that aren't familiar?
So, if you're new to listening to us, our rating system is as follows. We go all the way from burnt popcorn to, meaning that's the absolute worst movie we've ever seen.
Howard it up.
Mad Max, but who's counting? All the way to Mop Bucket, and Mop Bucket is paying homage to our local movie theater, the Roby Theater, that has, in our opinion, the best popcorn ever, best ever movie theater popcorn. And so Mop Bucket list is a very short list of movies that we have on there, but
But
we
it's
also
the biggest popcorn you can get.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a huge thing of popcorn.
yeah, so we go from burnt to small, medium, large, and then Mop Bucket for those very few well-deserved titles.
Yep.
So, gentlemen, where do we land?
I'm a medium. I think I could recommend it to everybody. It's not outstanding. It's not bad. It's just a good middle of the road movie that it's interesting, but nothing. It's not a big think piece. It wasn't terribly funny, but it was just cute enough to be entertaining. So
Right.
I'm medium. I could be talked into overflowing medium, maybe.
Yeah. That's kind of where I was landing, overflowing. I came in here this morning thinking I might go large, but I don't know. I'm going to think about it a little bit more, Joe, if you're ready.
Okay. I'm going to say I've teetered between medium and overflowing medium. I think what sold me on possibly an overflowing medium is just the Anne Ramsey's performance of Mama. Mama made the movie. If Mama wasn't in the movie, I think it would have changed. Well, I mean, obviously it would change the plot, but if they would have had a different person playing Mama, I don't think you would have gotten as great a reaction out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the lady was only in 10 minutes of film, and we talked a good chunk about her, and we thought she was in there longer.
Got an Academy Award nomination.
Yes.
And only spent 10 minutes on screen.
Yes.
Pretty impressive.
So I'm going to go with a solid overflowing medium on this one.
Yep. I'm with you. Overflowing medium for me.
Okay. Pretty good general consensus. I feel like we're falling in line with how we're starting to watch movies now, because it's always interesting. You know, you watch movies for fun, and then you watch them to critique them. I think it changes.
Yes.
The stuff you pay attention to, and kind of, because I was thinking as I was watching, I was like, man, you know, the one, you know, throw him outside before he stinks, that was kind of a funny part, you know, starts to smell or whatever. And I was like, is that enough to carry it?
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, is that enough to push this up into a large for me? And the answer was no.
Right.
But, you know, I had those thoughts while watching the movie. So it's interesting once you start critiquing films how you approach it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, all right. Right in that medium range, not a bad deal. So fan
No.
pick, you know, if
Yeah.
you're...
No big misses, but
Yeah.
nothing would make you keel over laughing or anything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
So if you're a fan watching, make sure you submit some movies for us to check out. That's always fun. I like it. And then, Justin, you're up next.
yeah,
You already have a pick? You didn't have
I
a pick
do.
before the show.
I
So
was able to find one.
really?
Yep.
All right.
With
You're
the
going to
snow on the ground, first snow of the season. Starting to get in the Christmas
Oh,
movie
boy.
spirit.
Here we go.
From 1988.
Is this a Hallmark special? Is that what we're saying here? Hallmark special? Justin's going Hallmark on us, I bet.
No.
No?
1988.
1988. That's right where we were. We were 87.
Die Hard.
No way. The
Oh.
Nakatomi building.
Okay, so full
Die
disclosure,
Hard.
I have never watched Die Hard.
What?
Yes.
And it's
What?
been so long for me that it'll be
No
I
way.
have never watched it.
No way.
streaming now on Amazon Prime.
Oh my gosh. Die Hard. Nakatomi.
This will be interesting to see it through the
Hans
critiquing
Gruber.
eyes.
Yeah, I've seen this a couple times.
Now, we won't have to discuss this, but do you guys do know that there is a controversy online that if Die Hard is or is not a Christmas movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. It falls during Christmas time.
With
There's
it-
a couple of Christmas jokes, but that's about it.
That's why, it's part of the reason I went with it, because we're pretty early in December. I didn't want to go full-on Christmas movie
Yeah,
yet.
you were
Okay.
going full on Griswold, right?
Wasn't quite ready to pull out the How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, this is
Die Hard. Bruce Willis.
I'm excited because I've never seen Die Hard, but it was on my list.
It's like an American staple.
I
Joe.
know, but it was on my list, so I'm excited.
Yippee-ki-yay. You'll know what that means when we get done.
Oh, I've heard that reference before, so
That's
Hopefully,
fun.
Cena doesn't suffer too much
Yeah.
on this one.
Well,
It's over 2
Die
hours. though.
Hard. Is it really?
Yeah.
It's full of action, though. Joe will like it.
Yeah.
Explosions,
Explosions out the
shooting.
wazoo.
Yeah. Lots of action for Joe.
All
Joe will be
right.
entertaining.
that's the way I like it.
Good old Al the pal. Lots of references for you. I'm curious because I've never really looked at Die Hard from a critique type standpoint,
Ooh, so-
nor from the side of trying to rate it, because it's always, I watched it once a long time ago and
Right.
then kind of just caught bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched the full movie
See
for
how
a
it
long
holds up.
time.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting.
And I think they got Die
Discussion.
Hard 2 and 3 as well. So
Yeah, I think maybe even 4. I'm not sure.
yeah, I don't know. I know the one. I always like the one with what's his name? He was in. It's the one where they got to weigh the water. It's a riddle because they're setting off bombs. Supposed to set off a bomb in a school, and they got to weigh water using 2 jugs, like a 2-gallon and a 5-gallon. They got to make 3-gallon or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny.
There are 6 Die Hard
No
movies.
way.
Yes.
6?
6.
No.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You got Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, A Good Day to Die Hard, and McClane.
They're just getting creative with the titles after
What?
that. A Good Day to Die Hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Die Hard with a Vengeance is the one I think.
With the water.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson. It's pretty neat because they play, they're in New York or somewhere. I think New York. But, Samuel L. Jackson's in a black neighborhood, and they kind of get tied together through this whole thing. So they have to work together, and they're both prejudiced towards each other. One guy's a cop, one of them lives in a sketchy neighborhood, and they got to work together. And Samuel L. Jackson just brings a lot to it. It's kind of funny.
And another one
I don't remember.
falls kind of in that same realm, Lethal Weapon.
Oh, I like Lethal Weapon.
So, very interesting pick, Justin. I'm excited. Like I said, this was on my list.
I think, without it being December and our first snow today, I don't think I would have picked this, but I know I'm aware of the controversy where it's sort of, kind of, maybe some people try to claim it's a Christmas.
Well, this is going to make a very good show next week.
Yeah, I'll have to dig into the controversy a little bit and see where I come down on it.
Yeah, so we each have to have have our rating and explanation if it's a Christmas movie or not.
Yeah, fair enough.
Lethal Weapon. I can't believe there's 6 of these.
6 Die Hard movies?
Yeah. I had no idea. I haven't seen past 3.
Alrighty, tune in next week. For anyone out there who hasn't seen Die Hard, it's hard to believe, but people like that do exist.
Hey!
No, it'll be a whole new experience for me because it's been so long. I think I was just a little too young. Like, I don't think my parents were like, "Yeah, I don't know about you watching that" when I was
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of violence in it.
5 years
So
old.
the last one, McClane, actually goes back and is set in 1976, and it follows John McClane as a rookie cop on the NYPD.
So now they're just kind of grasping at
So
straws.
Die Hard is actually an 8-issue comic book limited series.
Really?
I guess. Kind of crazy.
Huh.
Anyway. Justin, he drove us way off topic.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
Take
you
us
actually no. Your movie's Die Hard, so never mind.
Take us home, Joe.
I can't even remember what we were talking about. I was like, yeah. But Die Hard's your pick, so okay. If
Yeah.
Die Hard's your pick, we're in good shape.
Yeah, so
We're on
it's-
topic.
And so it's available on Hulu, Peacock, and Amazon Prime. So you want to watch along and follow up with us next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week. All right. So what show is this?
30-something.
40,
Didn't you send out a text, Joe, that said something?
This week was
Number 40.
our 1-year anniversary of doing the show.
Really?
Yes.
So 1 year anniversary, and we're on show what?
number 40.
Show
40.
40. So we only missed 12 weeks throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
With COVID and everything, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, not bad.
And our busy schedules,
Yes.
because we all do different things. So 1 year. It's been 1 year. Well, gentlemen, happy 1 year anniversary.
Happy anniversary to us.
Yeah.
We'll have to throw in a couple little bonus ones too, like that real short film we did. That was
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Yeah, the Grandma Ginga.
Yep.
Pick up another.
Well, I'm not spending my pick on that. I'm just telling you right now. Mine's going to be a real movie.
Yeah.
Not that those aren't, but you know.
All right, so for more news and reviews, be sure to visit our website at beentherewatchthat.com. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at BTWTPod. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast and leave us a 5-star review. Been There, Watch That. We're on all the major podcasting platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
All right. Sounds good. Well, gentlemen, another great week. Throw Mama from the Train is a good fan pick. I really like it. So fans, if you're out there, throw in some movies for us. Make it interesting. We put it on the random number generator and pull up movies until we find one that we all agree on and like or think will be interesting. And, hopefully we'll avoid some Howard the Ducks and Road Warriors, and we keep on trucking. Rest assured, gentlemen, my pick next week will be another stunner. I'm just telling you.
We'll
Another
see.
stunner. Be another home run.
Okay, well, I'd buy into Stunner before I would the home run, because the Stunner could be good or Stunner could be like.
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
No big promises here.
Yeah.
I'll go middle of the road, 'cause you never know. Anyway, all right. Well, been there, watched that. Show number 40, 1 year in the books. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. For myself, Joe, and Justin, we're out of here for a week, and we'll be back next week with Die Hard. All right. Good stuff, gentlemen. Thank you.